Welcome to Stoic Albums, the place where the silence rises louder than noise. Today, we talk about a force that builds legends, a power that transforms ordinary people into unstoppable beings. Daily discipline, not motivation, not hype, but the quiet, consistent strength that fuels your Sigma inner power. Let's begin. Point number 1. Discipline gives you control over your life. Discipline is the first and most powerful step in building your Sigma inner power. It is the ability to control your actions, your mind, and your habits. Many people live their life without control. They wake up without a plan. They follow whatever their emotions tell them, and they get distracted by the world around them. But a Sigma-minded person is different. A Sigma controls the day instead of letting the day control them. And that ability comes from daily discipline. When you develop discipline, you take back your power. You stop reacting to life and you start directing it. You decide how your morning starts, how your time is used, how your energy is protected, and how your future is shaped. This level of control gives you confidence because you know you are not being pulled around by noise, stress, or people's opinions. You are the one steering your life in the direction you choose. Discipline also makes your mind stronger. Every time you keep a promise to yourself, you build self-trust. Many people break their own promises every day. They say they will wake up early, but they don't. They say they will work on their goals, but they delay. Over time, this destroys their confidence. But when you stay disciplined, even in small actions, you rebuild that confidence step by step. You begin to trust your own word. You begin to feel powerful from the inside because you are proving to yourself that you can do what you say. Another thing discipline gives you is emotional control. People who lack discipline get angry easily, get stressed quickly, and lose focus whenever things get hard. But someone who practices discipline is calmer. They don't panic when something goes wrong. They don't overreact when life becomes difficult. Their mind is steady because they are used to pushing through challenges. Discipline trains you to stay strong even when life is not easy. This is where real Sigma strength is built, not in comfort but in controlled struggle. Discipline also helps you remove distractions. You begin to see what matters and what does not. Instead of wasting hours on social media, games, gossip, or unnecessary people, you use your time wisely. You become more productive, more focused, and more efficient. Your mind becomes sharper because you are choosing clarity over noise. This separation from distraction is one of the biggest signs of Sigma inner power. You don't follow the crowd. You don't chase attention. You follow your path with clean focus. Finally, discipline shapes your future. Every small disciplined action creates a bigger change over time. Waking up on time, learning something new daily, working on your goals, and maintaining habits all build the life you want. Success is not created by one big step. It is created by many small disciplined steps. This is the secret most people ignore, but Sigma individuals understand deeply. So remember, discipline is not about being perfect. It is about being consistent and taking control of your life. When you master discipline, you master yourself. And when you master yourself, nothing can stop your Sigma inner power from growing. Point number 2. Discipline strengthens your mind and builds inner stability. One of the strongest benefits of daily discipline is the way it shapes your mind. Many people think discipline is only about waking up early or completing tasks. But the truth is deeper. Discipline is a powerful mental training tool. It strengthens your thoughts, sharpens your decisions, and builds inner stability, which is a major part of Sigma inner power. When you practice discipline every day, your mind becomes more stable and controlled. Instead of being pushed around by stress, fear, or laziness, you start to take command of your emotions. Most people are controlled by how they feel. If they feel tired, they stop. If they feel sad, they quit. If they feel bored, they get distracted. But a disciplined person does not let emotions decide their actions. They act based on purpose, not feelings. This ability is what makes Sigma-minded individuals mentally strong and different from the majority. Daily discipline trains your brain like a muscle. Every time you resist temptation, whether it's skipping your work, wasting time on the phone, or staying in bed too long, you make your mental muscle stronger. You learn that you can say no to distractions and yes to your growth. Over time, this creates an inner stability that cannot be shaken by small problems or negative people. A disciplined mind also becomes clearer and more focused. When you do the same important habits every day, your thoughts become organized. You start to understand what truly matters in your life. You stop overthinking. You stop doubting yourself. You stop wasting energy on things that don't help your future. This clear state of mind gives you quiet confidence. You don't need validation from others because your direction is strong. You don't need motivation because your purpose keeps you moving. Another powerful effect of discipline is emotional resilience. Life will always bring pressure, challenges, and unexpected problems. A person without discipline gets stressed easily and feels lost. But a disciplined mind stays calm. You learn to breathe through difficulty. You learn to guide yourself even when the situation is tough. Instead of breaking, you adapt. Instead of panicking, you focus. This resilience is what makes Sigma personalities appear unshakable and mysterious to others. Discipline also reduces fear. When you follow your routine consistently, you stop being afraid of failure or judgment. You build confidence from within because you know you are improving every day. You trust your abilities because you are actually practicing them. Fear begins to lose its power over you. This inner fearlessness makes your presence stronger, quieter, and more powerful. Finally, discipline brings mental peace. When your life has structure, when your actions have purpose, and when your habits support your goals, your mind becomes calm. You don't feel lost. You don't feel confused. You don't feel like life is controlling you. You feel grounded, centered, and in control. This peaceful power is a major part of the Sigma mindset, calm on the outside, strong on the inside. So remember, discipline doesn't just build your body or productivity. It builds your mind. A disciplined mind becomes your strongest weapon. It gives you focus, stability, emotional strength, and deep inner peace. And this is how your Sigma inner power grows every single day. Point number 3. Discipline helps you break comfort and grow stronger every day. One of the biggest reasons people fail to grow is because they stay inside their comfort zone. The comfort zone feels safe, easy, familiar, and relaxing. But it is also the place where dreams die and potential disappears. Sigma-minded individuals understand that real strength comes from stepping out of comfort, and the tool that helps them do that every day is discipline. Daily discipline forces you to do things that are uncomfortable but necessary for your growth. When the alarm rings and you get up instead of hitting snooze, you are breaking comfort. When you choose to work on your goals instead of wasting time on distractions, you are breaking comfort. When you exercise even when your body feels tired, you are breaking comfort. These small steps might look simple, but they build a powerful version of you over time. Comfort makes you weaker because it demands nothing from you, keeps you still, lazy, and unchallenged. But discipline pushes you forward. It reminds you that success is not built in comfort. It is built through controlled discomfort, small struggles, and daily effort. This is where real Sigma strength grows. Not from inspiration, not from motivation, but from doing the hard things even when you don't feel like it. Every time you choose discipline over comfort, you increase your mental toughness. You prove to yourself that you can handle discomfort. This is important because life is not always easy. Problems, challenges, pressure. These things will always come. If you are used to comfort, you will panic and break. But if you practice discipline daily, your mind becomes trained to handle difficulty. You learn how to stay calm, how to think clearly, and how to push through. Discipline also teaches patience. In the comfort zone, people want everything quickly. They want fast results, fast success, and fast changes. But this mindset leads to disappointment because nothing great is built overnight. Discipline trains you to understand the power of small steps. You learn to enjoy progress instead of demanding perfection. You learn that a little bit of effort every day becomes a big transformation over time. Another benefit of breaking comfort through discipline is discovering your true potential. You don't know how strong you are until you push yourself. You don't know how far you can go until you challenge your limits. Discipline helps you unlock abilities, skills, and strengths that you didn't even know you had. This discovery builds deep confidence. Confidence that comes from real achievement, not from empty words. Discipline also cleans your environment. When you move away from comfort, you naturally stop spending time with people who hold you back. You become more selective. You focus only on what supports your growth. This makes your journey more powerful, more intentional, and more aligned with your Sigma mindset. Finally, discipline gives you freedom. It may seem strange, but breaking comfort actually frees you. You become free from laziness, free from fear, free from distractions, and free from weakness. You rise above the things that control most people. This freedom is one of the strongest forms of Sigma inner power. So remember, comfort is the enemy of growth. Discipline is the weapon that breaks comfort. Every small action you take outside your comfort zone makes you stronger, wiser, and more powerful. And when you repeat this daily, your Sigma inner power becomes unstoppable. Point number 4. Discipline protects your time and energy from being wasted. One of the greatest strengths of daily discipline is the protection it gives you. Protection for your time, your energy, your focus, and your peace. In today's world, distractions are everywhere. People waste hours scrolling, chatting, watching, and reacting to things that don't matter. And the sad truth is most people don't even realize how much of their life is slipping away. But someone with a Sigma mindset understands the value of time and energy. They know that both are limited, and discipline is the tool that helps them protect these valuable resources. Discipline teaches you to respect your time. When you become disciplined, you stop doing things that don't contribute to your growth. You no longer allow unnecessary conversations, pointless arguments, or time-wasting habits to take over your day. You begin to understand that every minute you waste takes you one step further from your goals. This awareness makes you more intentional about how you spend your hours. You also learn to protect your energy. Not everyone deserves access to you. Not every situation deserves your attention. When you are disciplined, you become more selective about where you invest your energy. You choose activities that support your future instead of draining your motivation. You avoid negativity because you know negative energy slows you down. This level of protection is a powerful sign of inner strength and emotional maturity. A disciplined person also learns to set boundaries. They don't allow others to interrupt their routine or distract them from their mission. They know when to say no politely but firmly. And this no is important because it protects your mental space. When you protect your mental space, your mind stays clear, your goals stay sharp, and your motivation stays alive. This boundary-setting ability makes Sigma individuals appear distant or mysterious, but in truth, they are simply protecting their inner power. Discipline also helps you stay organized. When your day has structure, you don't waste time thinking about what to do next. You don't waste energy jumping between tasks. You follow a plan, stay focused, and move with purpose. This structure gives you more control over your life. It reduces stress because you are not constantly repeating the same mistakes or fighting the same battles. You start using your time more effectively, and this efficiency becomes one of your biggest strengths. Another important part of time protection is knowing your priorities. A disciplined person always knows what needs to be done first. They don't chase everything at once. They focus on the most important tasks and finish them with full attention. This prioritization boosts productivity and reduces burnout. When you use your time wisely, you feel more confident, more capable, and more in control. Finally, discipline protects your future. When you stop wasting time and energy, you create space for growth. You create time for learning, building, improving, and becoming better. Most people lose their future because they waste their present. But a disciplined person builds their future one small step at a time. This daily investment becomes the foundation of their Sigma inner power. So remember, discipline is not only about doing more. It is about protecting what truly matters. When you guard your time and energy with discipline, your power grows, your life improves, and your Sigma mindset becomes stronger every day. Point number 5. Discipline builds consistency, and consistency creates transformation. If there is one secret that truly separates successful, strong, Sigma-minded individuals from the rest of the world, it is consistency. But consistency doesn't appear by magic. It doesn't come from motivation. It doesn't come from mood. Consistency is created by discipline, and discipline is what turns ordinary actions into life-changing habits. Many people start things with excitement but quit after a few days. They begin with motivation, but motivation fades quickly. That is why so many fail. They rely on temporary feelings instead of permanent habits. But a disciplined person is different. A disciplined person shows up every day, even when they are tired, even when they are busy, even when they don't feel like it. This daily showing up becomes their superpower. Discipline builds consistency by training your mind to follow a routine. When you repeat the same positive actions every day, your brain forms stronger pathways. Over time, these pathways become automatic habits. Waking up early becomes natural. Working on your goals becomes normal. Staying focused becomes easier. And once these habits are built, they carry you forward even on your hardest days. This consistency leads to transformation. The results might not show immediately, but they grow silently. Just like seeds planted underground, your progress develops quietly before it becomes visible. A disciplined person trusts this process. They understand that success is not about one big effort. It is about thousands of small, steady steps. And these steps, when repeated daily, reshape your future. Another powerful part of consistency is its ability to separate you from the average. Most people stop when things get difficult. Most people slow down when results are not fast. Most people want quick success. But Sigma individuals remain steady. They keep moving, keep learning, keep working. This consistent effort builds a confidence that others cannot understand. People begin to wonder how you stay so focused, how you improve so fast, and how you keep growing. The answer is simple. Discipline makes you consistent, and consistency makes you unstoppable. Consistency also builds trust. Not just trust in your skills, but trust in yourself. When you complete your daily routine again and again, you begin to believe deeply in your own strength. You know you are capable because you have proven it through action. This inner trust becomes a source of powerful Sigma energy. You don't need validation. You don't need applause. Your consistency becomes your identity. Another benefit of consistency is long-term stability. When your habits are strong, your life becomes more balanced. You waste less time, you make fewer mistakes, and you experience less stress. You are no longer controlled by emotions or sudden changes. Your routines become your anchor. They keep you calm, grounded, and centered even when life becomes chaotic. Finally, consistency is what brings real transformation. You change your health, your mindset, your skills, and your lifestyle through repeated disciplined actions. Every day you improve a little, and these small improvements add up until the transformation is impossible to ignore. This is how Sigma individuals build their inner power, quietly, patiently, consistently. So remember, discipline is the engine, and consistency is the fuel. When you combine both, transformation becomes inevitable. That is how you rise above the crowd and unlock your true Sigma inner power. If you're ready to unlock your Sigma inner power, start today. Start small, be consistent, and never break your discipline. This is Stoic Albums, reminding you that real power is not loud. It is built quietly, daily, and unshakably by you. If you found value in this video, like, share, and join our tribe by subscribing. Stay disciplined, stay silent, stay powerful.